today I'm going to walk through some just basic training, just do a basic training session with Luka here. It's going to be a lot harder than normal because I have to deal with this thing at the same time. Let's start off with just getting Luka to pay attention to me and building basic communication skills, and we'll do some like come here and leash training. That involves you getting off me though. Oh, and you monkey need to move. First of all, move the distractions out the way. Now right now he wants to go to Hayden. I'm not going to let him out of my area. I'm going to try and get his attention. Good boy, Luka, here. Good boy. As soon as he actually looked at me, I said his name. As he came towards me, I said here, and rewarded once he got to here. Luka, here. Good boy. He's going to play with the lead. It's inevitable. We'll slowly train him not to, but at the moment, it's just a new thing that's fun to do. Here. See, that was bad of me. I should have waited till he's here. Good boy. Actually started coming towards me because I don't want to teach him to ignore me when I say here. That's one of the biggest things I want to make sure I don't do. So Luka is very bitey, very nippy. Actually, he's not too bad. He's pretty good with Hayden, but with me especially, he is very nippy. So one thing I do need to teach him is the leave it command. He's a puppy, he's teething, you have to keep that in mind. It's sort of inevitable that you're going to get bitten a few times. You just got to slowly make it so that it's nice and gentle, or not at all, depending on the situation. Usually I just get it down to like really gentle biting and mouthing, but since we have Hayden, our 9-month-old, we want to make it so he basically doesn't bite at all. So right now I'm letting him play with the toy, getting some of his energy out, and then I'm going to, he's got hiccups now, and then I'm going to wait, and as soon as he lets go, I'm going to make the toy less interesting, and as soon as he lets go, I'm going to say leave it and reward. Leave it, good boy. I also have not been having him on the lead as much as I should have. I should be really getting him used to it, but again, I have a 9-month-old, so it's just hard to have him on the lead all the time. We don't have an area to like properly crate train him. We have a crate, but it's getting too small already, and there's nowhere for him to go to the toilet in it. So if I'm feeding the child or dealing with the child, I can't get up and let him out. There's just suboptimal conditions for puppy training, but we're dealing with it as best we can. Make it boring. Leave it, good boy, good boy, good man. But I'll say like get it really quickly, whereas leave it is a bit more leave it. Good boy, good man. I'm sorry, this liver treat's really stuck together, okay? Sorry. Good boy. Just then, I wasn't really paying attention and I said leave it to you guys. Leave it. Good boy, and he actually did it as if I was talking to him. So that's very good. Very good. We're already getting somewhere, aren't we? What are you doing? Do you want to show the camera all the tricks we've learned? All right. So basic tricks I've been working on obviously is sit. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Down. Down. Good boy. So sit. Down. Sit. Sorry. Going to confuse the dog talking to you guys and him at the same time. We've got high five. Good boy. Good boy. Beg. Good boy. He does that naturally, so while he's comfortable doing it, I'm going to encourage it. Beg. Good boy. He was balancing better originally when he started doing it. Now he just wants to treat too much. Now he's run off and I didn't have hold of the lead. Good boy here. Good boy. Good man. So just then he was stealing the green ball of Hayden, thus why Hayden chucked a patty, and I tried to get his attention with toys and loud noises. As soon as he looked at me, I said his name, because I want him to associate his name with look at me, pay attention to me, I'm talking to you. And as soon as he started coming, I said, here, you're not walking dog, right? You want this? Luka doesn't want it, so do you want it? So those are the basic things we're working on is leave it, sit, lie down, high five, beg. That's pretty much it for the moment. Here, obviously. Ready? Leave it. You went to then. Leave it. Good boy. I now need to go get more treats. Monkey. Oh goodness, not helping. I've ordered a treat bag and a bunch of different treats. It's good to mix it up occasionally so they don't get bored of the same treat over and over again. Especially at the moment, I want to reward him often. And then once he's starting to get the hang of things, then I'll reduce the number of treats. But for the moment, just lots and lots of rewards. Don't have to worry about you getting too overweight just yet because he's an active, energetic little puppy. And Hayden found the bells. Yeah. Sit. Good boy. What's a lot harder than training the dog? Training the child. Stop eating his leash. No. So I want to ignore him when he's biting the lead if I can. Luka, this way. Good boy. Good boy. This way. Good boy. I've also ordered a clicker, which is going to make things a lot easier because then I can you need to associate the clicker with good. And once I've done that, I can then click to tell him exactly what point he was good at. Sit. Good boy. Rather than giving him a treat like a few seconds later. Down. Good boy. He's really wanting the food reward at the moment. That's because it's almost his dinner time. Sit. Good boy. I think we might need to go to the toilet now. So I'm going to take a quick potty break for the dog's sake. Let's go. Yeah. He actually wanted a drink, so he's happily just outside drinking and he'll probably go to the toilet as well. But this is basics. I am not very practiced in dog training, but I do have a lot of qualifications in dog training, all theory, very little practical, so this is a great experience for me. And not just dog training, I'm also got a lot of theory with equine training, horse training as well. So sometimes similar, sometimes different. Obviously there's a lot of differences physiologically and in those noggins of theirs. But at the same time, there's a lot of similarities between them and the way you train them. Not interested in the fun toys, but he's interested in stealing what Hayden has. Leave it. Leave it. Good boy. Which is good because Hayden's not meant to have this. It's part of it's the weight that goes in the bottom of our curtains. I'm going to chuck that up next to the camera. Hey, what are you doing? Are you training the doggy with Mum, are ya? Yeah? Are ya? Oh, good boy, Luka. Good boy. So, we've hit a few struggles. I knew we would. Getting a puppy when you have a 9-month-old is not a good idea. And I knew that, but oh well, here's for stupidity. There are struggles and it's probably going to take longer than normal to train Luka because his training sessions are just always going to be broken up and I have to deal with him a lot of the time. Basically, when we went to get Luka... Excuse me, I'm talking to the camera, mate. The door's open, he can just come in. So I don't know why he's barking through the window. When Luka's chewing something he's not meant to, teething, mouthing, biting things, etc., I want to focus on diverting his attention away from that thing and rewarding him when he lets go of it, when he plays with something that I want him to play with, his toys, etc. But having a 9-month-old again complicates that, because I can tolerate getting bitten to some extent and mouthed on. Hayden can't, so my patience with Luka is a lot shorter than it should be. And if he's biting Hayden, I have to stop him immediately. I can't try and divert his attention because sometimes it just takes too long and Hayden's too young. Saying that, Luka bites Hayden occasionally, but it's always gentle. He's scratched him a couple of times, but always with just his paw stepping on him, like, Luka, the door's open, silly Billy. Go round, go round. Luka is really gentle with Hayden, which frustrates me because he's not gentle with me, but it's good, obviously. He's really good with kids, I assume. I'm just gonna go tell him that the door's open. Okay, when we first got when we first got Luka was a Saturday, and it was basically the last weekend before everything started turning crazy. If you are watching this in the future and the COVID-19 crisis is no longer happening, it's basically happening now. It's quite intense and crazy, and just one second. Obviously, we knew we were getting Luka before we picked him up. Everything was fine, all was dandy. The Saturday we picked him up was like a couple of days before the beginning of the coronavirus crisis of COVID-19, 2020, all that stuff that's happening right now. Say hi. Yeah, hi. And at first, it wasn't a big drama. It wasn't too different, just don't go anywhere if you were sick. But pretty soon everything started shutting down. Now it's bare essentials only. You're not really meant to leave the house, though it's a bit iffy whether or not you can go for walks, and it's pretty intense. It also means that socializing Luka has become a massive issue. We can't introduce him to new people because we're not allowed to meet anyone. It's me, Luke and Hayden, and that is it. We're not allowed to socialize with anyone outside of our household. We're allowed to skip to the shops very quickly when we need to, but even then we have to stay 1.5 meters apart. We're gonna have to work on socializing Luka outside of the optimum socialization period, but eventually we'll get there. He might need a little extra work because he's not gonna get socialized for months, but what can you do in a situation like this? It also means that basically the house we're in at the moment has no backyard. It's just got a little paved courtyard, which was fine because back when we first got Luka and had planned on getting Luka, I was going to uni 4 times a week, and we were also going to swimming on Saturdays. So Monday to Thursday, Luka was going to have a big backyard to run around in with other dogs and other people, grass, everything that a dog needs. And then again on Saturday. So the only days he was possibly going without was Friday and Sunday, and to be honest, most of the time we would go somewhere anyway, or have someone over, visit Mika, etc. What, darling? What is it? Yeah? Oh, yeah, that looks yum. So obviously there wasn't an issue that we had a small backyard. We're moving in a couple of months, so I was going to uni for a couple of months, so by the time I stopped going to uni and stopped having access daily to a backyard was when we were going to move to somewhere with a backyard anyway. But now we're not allowed to leave our house, so Luka is trapped in our house and our tiny backyard, which is very not great. It's hard to get him used to new situations at all because he can't really do anything. The only place we can go is the car, and that's about it. And he's not vaccinated fully, so we can't go for walks. There's a lot of dogs in this area that walk around, so that's not really an option either. And you're not even allowed to drive somewhere to go for a walk because you actually get pulled over nowadays and asked where you're going and why, and it has to be essential. Hi. I guess this is another version of Murphy's Law. Everything that can go wrong went wrong. I didn't even think this stuff could possibly go wrong, but it did. While I can, not my Rubik's Cube. I like that, mate. Luka, leave it. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, have your toy instead. Good boy. Sorry, a bit protective of my Rubik's Cube. Ow. Yep, puppies bite. Life is throwing us a curveball and we've just gotta deal with it as best we can. But anyway, Luka is getting a bit overexcited, so I'm just gonna go give him a bit of a timeout, but just to calm down, not to actually like punish him or anything. He's got a toy outside he likes to play with, so I'll go give him that. You keeping the peoples entertained while I'm doing stuff? Yeah? Yeah. But anyway, that's just a quick update on how Luka's doing. Toilet training is not doing well at all. He does good in the mornings and he does good for the start of the afternoon, but for some reason, I haven't figured out what it is, but some reason, late afternoon, he just goes fully downhill. I thought it was because it was dark outside, but then once it hits like 9 o'clock, he's perfectly fine going outside. So I don't know what it is about late afternoon. I don't know if like sprinklers are coming on somewhere and different smells he doesn't like, or if some noise is turning on that I can't hear that he can, and he just doesn't like going outside at that time of day. But I don't know, something happens in the late afternoon and his potty training just goes downhill. We're ignoring how bad our potty training is going and just focusing on other things for the moment in the studio. Like this cuteness right here. Yeah, hi. Look at you standing on your own. But yeah, if you guys want more updates on Luka or just how to train videos, training videos in general, please comment below what exactly you want me to focus on, whether it's crate training, potty training, basic commands, etc. If there's anything you guys want to know about, comment below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you'd like to see more of this not happy mood boy and of Luka and the rest of us as well. We exist too. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye people, say bye. Yeah, boonk.